Good morning and welcome to Mac News here on March the 25th. Couple of things to talk about this morning, but don't forget the greatest resource we have available for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week is mac-bsa.org. The calendar of events and the resources tab on the website are great for local unit leaders and for volunteers to make sure you've got the information you need to provide a quality scouting experience. You can also always send an email to mac@scouting.org. And you can check out the description below the video to find a lot of links to some of the things we're going to talk about very briefly in today's video. First up today, camp cards are in full swing, and we know they're going well because we've heard back from some of you. Thanks for the feedback. If you need more camp cards, all you have to do is send an email to mac@scouting.org along with your district executive, and we will make sure those camp cards get to you so you can get them sold. We're looking forward to having more youth being able to afford and go to camp this summer because of camp card sales. Camp staff applications, we've mentioned this before. If you're 14 to 94 and you have an interest in serving kids, we have a few more positions we'd love to fill. So check out the description below, find a link to the summer camp staff application, air-conditioned cabins now, new bathhouse coming this summer at the pool that's next to the cabins. A whole lot of resources for summer camp staff. A great staff already hired. Just need a few more positions to be filled for summer camp this summer. It is time for unit program planning for 2024-2025. That's hard to believe. School is almost out. Summertime pack awards should be worked on. Summer camp in full swing for scout troops. But we need to make sure we're focused on delivering a quality program year round. And that's where program planning comes in. We want every unit, and my unit is doing this as well, to plan your next 12 months, have that budget prepared, and then meet with your district executive to make sure that there's no holes. This is not a, are you doing this right or not? This is just a check-in on resources. What can we do to continue to help every local unit? Make sure we're ready for the joining nights that we're going to do in the fall as well. So check out those resources in the description below, because there's a tab on the website that has the unit program planning, as well as Den Leader Kit in a Box. It's a great resource for first-time Den leaders. All the resources arrive to your house, or you can pick up at the scout shop. Greatly reduced costs because we're now reusing things, and the next box will be ready when you're ready for your den meeting. So it's a great resource. Check that out. It's in the description below as well. Lot to cover today, so thanks for being patient. Our own Jim Sly, who is the Wagon Wheel District Commissioner, has written a devotional book for reverence moments during scouting activities. A great resource for chaplains, aides in our local units. That book will be available on Amazon and Apple in about 6 weeks. Jim, we thank you for doing this. The way that we can help is to make sure that we purchase it and provide it as a resource for our local units. Our chaplain aide will end up getting one as well that I will purchase. So check out the description below, blur.com. This will be available in about 6 weeks for purchase. It's a very nominal fee. And again, Jim, thank you for the resource here for our chaplains, aides. Reminder, this week is Good Friday. So our scout shops and the offices will be closed both in Sioux City and in Omaha this week, but they'll open on Monday, April 1st to serve you again. And that's no joke. All right. Do you, scout leaders, are you aware that for our Eagle Scouts with more than 100 hours worth of service, that there's a special commemorative patch that comes from the Mid-America Council office for recognition of more than 100 hours worth of Eagle Scout service? There's one for 100, one for 150, and then one for 200 plus. And over the last 5 years, less than 100 of the more than 1,000 Eagle Scouts that have been awarded over the last 5 years have achieved more than 200 hours worth of service. Make sure your scouts are counting the service hours correctly, not just the hours that they are putting into the project, but that others are putting into the project. And anytime you talk about the project and you're working on it, that they're logging those hours, because this type of recognition should be given. And it also shows that every project is worthwhile and they're showing leadership. But this is just additional recognition for that. So thanks for passing that along, and we look forward to recognizing some more youth with that in the coming months and years. All right, as we close today, don't forget to tag the Mid-America Council in your social media posts. We have Love doing this on a weekly basis. It's great seeing what's going on in our local scout units. This week, we've got Pack 172 that tagged us in their photos of Pinewood Derby over the weekend. Pack 461 tagged us in their photos of the Pinewood Derby over the weekend, which was fantastic. And a big shout out to Troop 54 for tagging us in the photos of the Owahnasee District Dinner for over the weekend. Congratulations to all those volunteers and Eagle Scouts that were recognized at the Owahnasee District Dinner. Thank you so much for what you do. Volunteers to make scouting possible each and every day here in the Mid-America Council. I look forward to seeing you this spring and summer along the scouting trail.